Welcome to the Money Down. I'm James White, along with Sojourn Shelton, Warren Herron. We got a very special guest right here, one of the best running backs in the NFL, Big Dog, Jonathan Taylor. Appreciate you joining us, man.
Appreciate you joining us, man. What's going on, fellas, man? I'm loving this, man. We got the Wisco crew in here, man, and you
already know,
man.
You already know.
Already, man, but first off, I got to ask you, man, week 18, y'all had a big football game. Season was on the line to make the playoffs. Man, how you feeling about that situation right now?
Right now, and every time you look back on it, you really like, dang, that was a good play. Like, dang, that was a good play. Like, at the end of the day, nobody expecting that. No, everybody, they looking at Michael Pittman. They looking at JT. They like, all right, it's only going down one or two ways, 100%.
Yeah.
It's the perfect play. And you just like, it's one of them things where the coach be like, hey, y'all just got to find a way to execute that and get that done. Like, no matter what, you just got to find a way to get that. 'Cause that was the perfect play. I don't even think – I would have drawn up probably something basic. Probably got stuff in the backfield, maybe a tip pass, pick. Like, it's just sick. Because then you like, whoever beat you, you want them to go all the way.
Yeah.
You like, man, now y'all better go all the way now. Y'all done did that. Like, I'm at the crib. Y'all better go all the
way. But I guess to piggyback off that, in those situations, I know like the game wasn't on Goodson. Like there's many plays that happened in that football game. You can't just point to that one. In those situations, do you feel like the ball should be in your hands in that situation? You're the guy. Y'all got y'all to the backup quarterback, which he did. Great stepping in for Anthony Richardson.
Facts.
Do you want to be the guy in those situations?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you done it. Everybody dream about those situations. You like they call your number on those plays. I mean, you did it on the biggest stage. Yeah. So like for it to be kind of at that point in time, the magnitude for us, that was the biggest thing. It was, nothing else mattered. But like I said, in my mind, it's like it didn't have to just be me. I'm just thinking about the guys who have week in and week out consistently year after year, proving like, listen, I can make plays. So like whether it was me, whether that ball was going to Michael Pittman, like I'm not upset. I'm like, oh, throw the fade back to Michael Pittman. Like, what I'm saying? I'm just thinking of like certain players that I'm like, no matter what we scheme up, if it goes through, we riding with them. If it don't, we riding with them. And then you look at the play we had.
Perfect.
That was drawn up. Perfect.
Like Steichen really was in his bag all year, man. All year.
You know what? That actually leads me to my question, because I was thinking about that, man. What's the difference between Reich and Steichen? Like, what do you think? What was something that you liked in Steichen that Reich didn't do? Things like that.
For me, I would definitely say Coach Frank was definitely one of those, not just a player's coach, but like he took that coaching job into a different realm. It was a real, hey, you could tell him something at the start of camp. Yeah, we thinking about building, or we thinking about moving to a new spot. It's week 12. Hey, JT, just want to find out, how's everything going with the home search, new house? You in there yet? Like, he's going to remember those things. He's going to remember those things. You like, yeah, we've been in there. Like, you remember that was in camp.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted to check on how that was going.
That's cool.
But Steichen, it's like you kind of want a healthy balance between the two, because Steichen is definitely like, I'm a player's coach. Whatever my players are coming to me and saying this is what needs to be done for them to be able to be at their best, I'm going to do what I can to get it done. And I'm going to make sure I got the best scheme. I'm going to make sure all my coaches are watching double of the film as the players. Like, I need to make sure everybody on this staff is in tip-top shape, ready to go. And it's like you see his competitiveness. He'll do little things during the game. Like, coaches, they'll coach. They got their play call. Oh, 3rd and 6. All right, what am I calling? Steichen's like, oh, wait, hold on. Can we get them to burn a timeout? Like, he's scheming stuff like that.
Yeah,
so when you
that.
see how competitive he is, you're like, okay, he's doing everything he can do to help us win this game, to put us in the best position. So you look at the two and you like, man, both were great to have, especially me coming in during COVID as a rookie, having Coach Frank, because, any of these other coaches, if you don't get it, hey,
they
somebody else
going to the next
next man up.
Hey,
somebody else going to get it.
So I want to ask you, bro, like, how does it feel, right? Like you come into the league as a rookie and you take off running right away, right? So now these game plans, you say what you want, bro. These game plans are centered around 2-3, dog. Tell us the responsibility you take on your shoulders, but just also knowing that these teams going to stack the box. I'm going to see a heavy box damn near all year. And they relying on me to make some of these big plays and get us over that hump.
It's crazy because now I'm at the point, really, this was like the end of the road. Like, you done played all the way up until, thankfully, being blessed enough, you made it to the highest level. So I've always been a guy that's like, if y'all need me, I'm definitely going to make sure that, I'm able to perform my job at a high level. But now, being as though it's the end of the road, that's how I am even more. It's like, as long as we're winning, I'm cool. Just for me personally, like I've lost to the same team twice in high school in the state championship, sophomore, senior year. Lost to the same team twice in college in the Big Ten championship, freshman year and junior year. So I'm still chasing that true championship. We won bowl games for sure. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah, sure.
That true championship. So I'm like, just coming in. I mean, I remember it like it was yesterday. We down in Jacksonville, and I'm telling you, I'm souped up. We had Marlon Mack, Marlo. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm like, listen, Marlo, you ever need me? I got you. I'm ready to watch him spin. Boom, he go down first quarter. Coach Rathman turned towards me. He said, 2-8, you're up. I'm like, first game, though. Mind you, I'm already set. I'm ready. I'm like, listen, if Marlo need me, I got him. Like, this year, I got his back. Then it's boom, right there. 2-8, you win. So I'm on some, like, in my mind, I'm like, all right, I just got to make sure I don't mess up, and I'm doing what I can at a high level so that the guys around me not like, man, get this rook out of here. All right, already know how they come in with the rookies.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I got to earn their trust. I kind of was like, I got to earn their trust. And now I'm at the stage like, I got to keep their trust. I got to keep their trust. I got to keep the front office trust. Just like, listen, when 28's on the field, we can trust them. Not that he's going to make plays because, everybody going to make – we can trust them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm a big thing on for me.
I'm a dog, the bell cow.
Yes, sir.
Bell cow, man.
Yes, sir.
28, 30 carries, sometimes more carries than that, man. Power to you, bro. Staying healthy. And we are, like, y'all know, man, especially being the back, staying healthy in the league is so hard. It's so vital and so hard, dog. So I commend both
Especially
of
when
y'all
you get
boys, man.
20
Both of
plus.
y'all boys ain't missing games like that, and y'all staying on the field.
Yeah, you talk about at the beginning. I'm gonna talk about kind of what went down last season. So you enter into your final year of your contract. You're one of the best backs in the league. You getting ankle surgery, and you're looking for that new contract. And it's kind of a little bit of a rift. I mean, I don't know exactly what's going on. The details. You went through it, but tell me what that situation was like. Wanting to get paid, you're not healthy. You want to get back on the field to help your team win. What was last offseason and going into training camp like for you?
It was definitely kind of misinterpreted, but rightfully so, because their job of the media is to not speculate, but to get the facts. Yeah. Their job is to get the facts, but they also have deadlines. So if you ain't got all the facts, you like, let me just put together the pieces of the puzzle.
That's the truth.
Let me see what I can make work. But the whole time, everybody was on the same page internally of, you got to get healthy. I mean, and of course, I wanted to be healthy. And I think the biggest frustrating part of the whole thing was that my timeline was not what I wanted. Everyone has a timeline. You have an injury. You're like, all right, I'm going to rehab. I'm gonna attack it, and I should be back by this date. Well, when that date comes and you're like, this is not what it's supposed to be. Yeah. But there was not an actual setback, like not like I actually dinged it or tweaked it a little more. There was none of that. So I'm like, why did it kind of just progress? Like not progress, it kind of went here and then plateaued. I'm like, well, why am I plateauing? Why am I not getting better? I think it opened my eyes finally to what some of the vets had said, though, going into the league. Like, listen, it's going to be a time where the business side comes in the player things. And you like, it's crazy because you're like, what do you mean? Like, contracts go from, numbers to numbers. You look at the stats. You look at, what you're dictated to earn. And that's where the rift comes in for sure.
Yeah. You think you want this? They think you get this.
And right now they doing y'all position dirty, man. Like y'all boys deserve to, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all boys deserve that check, dog, no matter what people say. And I think the people that really know football knows, right? Like all the passing and all that stuff is perfect when you look in the stats. You throwing for 300, 400 yards. But to be successful in the league and win these championships and get in the playoffs, you got to be able to run that ball. So, man, pay these boys their money, man.
Get our dog, get the man his bag.
And that's what I like about Steichen. I mean, Steichen said it in his press conference. First day, he said, we're going to throw the score points and we're going to run the win. Yeah. And it's like, dang, when you think about it, you got to, at the end of the day, you got to score more points than the opponent. But in order to really lock that win in, you got to be able to run the ball. I mean, just look at, like I said, I'm a fan of Lamar. And you just look at, he's running the ball. Like, he's running the ball. Like, you got to be able to run the ball in these playoff games. Like, that's just what happens. But I just do feel like it has to be a narrative change with the running backs. Like, if you're carrying the load, you got too much tread on your tires. But if you're not carrying the load, he hasn't really done much for us lately. So there needs to be a narrative change. And shout out to Christian McCaffrey. Shout out to Derrick Henry for helping change that narrative. Raheem Mostert. I mean, guys who are really starting to change that narrative for sure.
100%. Yeah. And when it comes to the back, everybody know they need backs. They just try and throw that narrative out there. I just think the most important part, for all running backs, once we do get paid, the production still got to be there, and we got to stay healthy. I know they try and say, backs get banged up. Everybody get banged up.
Look at the quarterbacks.
You see them questioning whether we shouldn't pay quarterbacks $40 million because he missed the whole entire season. We don't see that. So just a kind of a narrative that's being pushed, which I don't like. But hey, you can't control it. All you can control is your game at the end of the day, and hopefully the check comes. And now we're in the off season, so could you kind of describe what it's like for you in the off season? Do you jump right into training? You take trips, kind of wind down a little bit, then ramp it up. What does that look like for you?
Yeah, now I tell people, I know there are players who get right into it. I feel like you got to take the time.
You got to.
Like as a back, you got to take the time, just physically, mentally. And for me, this is what I tell rookies now. I'm like, the physical aspect of taking a break is huge, but the biggest is the mental aspect. You're not hearing plays. You're not taking coaching. You're not hearing and studying other defenses. It's like if you do that all year round, 24/7,
lose your mind.
And you add the physical portion to it, So I just try to tell rookies, like, just get away. And this is what I do. First 2 weeks is literally like get away or just chill. Like I may stay in Indianapolis. I may stay in Indianapolis for a week and a half and just enjoy the city, because you usually got a routine wherever you at. Just enjoy the city with the wife. And then we take off. Yeah. And then we do what we're going to do. But I definitely say once February hits, you got to start building back up from the foundation. So I go from feet, ankles, calves, knees. I work my way back up once February hits. But that month of January, if we're not fortunate enough to continue chugging on along, I definitely have to take those first 2 weeks of just max relaxation. I'm telling you right now, that is the most decompressed you will ever see me.
Yeah, sure,
you got a favorite spot that you hit up when in the off season? Some guys go out the country, some guys, stay in the States. Is it anywhere specific that you like, what? Like I want to be in the hills, in LA, or I want to be down on the beach in Miami. You got a place you like to hit?
I'm gonna put people on game. I don't know if people really go here or not. A couple guys have, but Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah.
You talk about sunshine every day. Good, every
good vibes,
day. In Scottsdale, it's like a smile on my face. Like time slowed down there for real.
Yeah.
Time slowed down there. I wake up in the morning. I probably got like a couple messages from people on the East Coast. And usually if I'm on the East Coast and I wake up, I got messages, I'm getting back to everybody. Arizona, I'm like, yo, let me make my coffee. Then let me go outside, sit on, and get this. Like literally, time slows down. Like Scottsdale, Arizona is the one. That's the one.
Hey, I was gonna say, fun fact for all my light skinned folk like myself, bro. Hey, that's Scottsdale sign. It's the right way, bro. Like
Hey, it
That's
really is though, fam.
Yeah,
That's
all
that
my
flash
mahogany
hitting.
caramel folk, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
I'll
Scottsdale,
be a nice yellow in Scottsdale.
He said the yellow.
Oh,
now Scottsdale where it's at. I mean, my rookie year we played the Super Bowl out in AZ, and I wasn't playing. I was going to be inactive for the game, so I definitely enjoyed my time that week, enjoying the city, knowing damn well my ass wasn't going to be out there playing those guys. So I might as well enjoy myself a free vacation out there practicing and all that. So I definitely rock with that. I read a story on you. You got a graduation gift, a telescope, your senior year of high school. What kind of got your interest in the celestial stuff? That's something different, man. I think that's dope. I don't have an interest in something like that. So what kind of sparked you into that?
Well, when I was younger, I've always kind of been a science guy. I've always loved animals. I guess everybody did, but like from dinosaurs, then to like sea animals. And then I started really just getting into like space. I forget what movie did I see. I think it was Interstellar. I believe I saw Interstellar.
thought you were about to say Space Jam.
He said Space Jam.
What?
He said, where'd that come from? But that joint, I know you guys have looked up in the sky before, and like you don't really think much of it. You really just look up and you don't think much of it, especially at night. You're like, oh yeah, the stars is out. But if you really look, you're like, this joint is big. Like you really get caught up in everything day to day on the ground here, like of what you have to do, but you don't really stop and think like it's really this joint is really big now. Like it's kind of scary. It get kind of scary because you look up and you like, man, am I living right? You like, am I living right? What's out? Like, hey. So, you know what I'm saying? Anytime I really look up at the sky and just think, it kind of gets you, you everybody get them. There was one moments where you straighten up, tighten up. You're like, man, listen, man, like, let me just make sure I'm on my straight path. Yeah. And like, just ever since I was young, I just been interested in what's out there. Just, if so, we could be the only ones. I'm just like, it's so much out there, man. It's just so interesting and it's a lot left unseen.
We for sure ain't the only ones out there, dog. And I ain't trying to,
hey, y'all boys gonna be on the next March trip.
No, this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say. It don't gotta be aliens with a head. It don't gotta be that. Now, when you really break it down, now it can be a parasite. Like that's another form of life. That's what I want to tell people now.
Okay.
Because everybody do hop to the aliens and the green people. I'm like, low key though, it gotta be something. Like,
bro, hey JT, I'm like you, fam. I'll go outside and look at the moon. I'm like, bro, it's no way. Like, I'm one of them people. I don't think we ever been to the moon. Like, I think, you know what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion. Oh,
you don't think we've ever been to the moon?
No, fam.
You think school lying to us?
I think school is. That's my. Hold on, let me set it straight. So I don't got nobody cussing me out on Twitter. I just don't, bro. The last time we've seen like a human being on the moon was when they had that. You know what I'm saying? When they stamped the flag on the moon. Like we don't see no pictures of us at the moon anymore.
It's 2024, huh? Like
true, like, but so it's 2024. Like, we should have been seeing that, Warren.
Technology.
Like, that should be
he said CGI,
bro. I think they did like a stage, like a movie type thing, and bro, I think they tricking us, dog. But that's just my opinion. I don't want nobody to trip on me, fam. Don't think I'm crazy or nothing, but I don't know, bro.
I don't know. You never really
especially with all this technology. Especially with all this technology, like you see us shoot stuff to the to space all the time. You see they have like space stations in there. You know what I'm saying? But why ain't no pictures? Why ain't no pictures of people on the moon?
Bro, that joint is crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're
going to
post that on social media.
Yeah, we got to put that on social media for sure.
I guess my final question for you is what you listening to before the game? Some people don't listen to music. Some people kind of just vibe, relax a little bit. Any artist or anything specific you do to get ready for games?
For me, there's one song I always gotta listen to. I always gotta listen to Gunner Drip or Drown. Every single that's like every game, just to put me in the mindset of like every time I step out there, there's only two things. Because they always say you only good as your last game, you only good as your last snap. So I'm like, all right, there's two things for me to do. Either I'm going to go out there and I'm going to trip, or I'm going to go out there and drown. It's the like so. I gotta listen to that song every time just to get myself in the mode. Like, listen, everybody watching you. What you gonna do?
But like, be for real though. What you really listening to, bro? If you listening to like SZA or like
it's cool, hard.
It's cool, bro. Hey, it's cool.
I heard a couple people that'll get into this like slow jam vibe to kind of calm themselves down. Yeah. Me, I'm more of a chill vibe. So not R&B, but like you know the kind of vibe of Gunna, Trip and Drown. Like just something to get me in my mode. Well, I ain't gonna lie though. Now week 18. I was turned. I was T. I'm driving to the stadium. I'm playing Herb. That's what really did it. I was playing G Herbo. That's what really did it.
Going 90?
I was playing G Herbo. I ain't gonna lie. I was playing G Herbo. I was that day.
When that playoffs on the line, it hit different.
That boy say, I'm top 5, man. I'm crazy.
Hey, bro. Hey, so I'm a food dude. I'm one of the big guys, man. So what you doing the night before a game? Like, what's your pregame meal routine?
My pregame meal routine, I gotta have some type of like milkshake, cookies and cream. Ooh. So ever since college.
Yeah, you're him.
If they don't have, man. Yo, listen. In college, y'all know the in-towner they had where you can make. That's crazy. Y'all know the in-towner.
Chocolate cookies and ice cream. Yeah.
Hey, James put me on that my freshman year. Them boys before every Friday night, them boys got cookies, microwave, ice cream.
2 cookies, lay them in a bowl, smash them down, microwave, 15 seconds, scoop of ice cream.
Boy got the whole plan.
Boy got the whole regimen down.
Listen, bro, I need that. I need that before every game. But also, after we break meetings, that's when I usually get my pasta. So I'll get the penne pasta. I'll get the mix. We got mixed sauce, the Alfredo and the marinara mix. And then I'll go double chicken. And then I'll get some spinach in there. That's all I'm getting. I just get my little carb load in. And then I take my cereal upstairs for the next morning because I don't come down until it's time to get on that bus. It's time to get on that bus. It's time to roll.
Hey, JT, I know. Listen, this not a lead. This back in college. Tell me about that clam chowder, dog. You had to.
I don't really get clam chowder no more just because I know what it was.
It don't hit the same.
I stopped. I said, but I knew I still needed that ice cream. I still needed that ice cream.
Sure.
But I was like, that clam chowder, we ain't even got no prime rib no more. I'm like, oh, God, come on, man.
The question I want to ask you, right? We all big football fanatic fans here. And then when you made it to that level, dog, who was you starstruck by? It got to be somebody that you was like, damn, that's Brady, or you know what I'm saying? Or damn, that's Levante David, or like anybody out there that you played against, or it just was like you was just a huge fan of. And when you finally seen him, it's like, I'm here. There's the Big Boy League.
Two people I'll say for sure. When I first came in, I would definitely say Derek. Just because of the similar type of workload that we've had in college and then going on into the league. He was able to transition that. And then do it at a crazy high level consistently. So that was kind of a benchmark. I'm like, okay, somebody that does the similar things that I'm asked to do at a high level every single week. And I'm telling you, the game he played us, I believe this was 2 seasons ago in 2021, he played us home and he went down with a foot injury. And I'm like, oh, this crazy. This dude never get hurt. I'm like what? He just got hurt. Like this, that was the crazy. That's when I knew. I'm like, okay, that's like that's part of greatness right there. If somebody goes down and gets hurt and you like, as a bat, and you like, this man never goes down. Yeah. So that was another standard of me being in the league. I'm like, all right, so I know you got to be healthy. On defense, I would definitely have to say when we played Seattle, we played Bobby Wagner, and I'm like,
he real.
Boy, like a damn Megatron out there.
So I'm out there like, okay. I'm like, all right. So this is they doing this every week. I'm in my head. I'm thinking about the backs. I'm like, so the backs be doing this every week. Like, I'm thinking like, dang, like I'm like, all right, let me get ready. Like, let me get ready. I don't know what type time you on. You know, you always got to check the time. It could be easily a game. He like, oh, I'm finna show this young boy right here. I'm like, all right. So I would definitely say those two right there.
That's dope.
You gotta see what type of timing you're on, man. But we appreciate you jumping on the Money Down pod, man. You know, wish you the best of luck going into the offseason, going into next year. So y'all did a heck of a job this year. To be honest, I would have never thought y'all would have been into that position coming into this year with how young y'all football team was. You got to give your coach a lot of credit, man.
The new coaching change too. That can't be easy.
Yeah,
man. It was dope.
Shouts out to y'all boys, man.
Thank you guys very much. We definitely will have to. We're gonna have to hit the gas next year for sure. We're gonna have to hit the gas.
Y'all got the boys to do it too, though.
I will for sure. Yeah,
y'all got the boys to do it too.
Yeah, y'all boys gonna be dynamic.
For sure.
Stay locked in, man. That's it. I appreciate y'all though. This is love right here. This is love right here. Like getting the gang back together. I love Wisco run deep, man. And anytime I see them boys after the game, I'm like, man, I'm just happy to see y'all living out y'all dreams. Like anytime, I just love when I see the Wisco boys doing well, man.
Well, you're gonna have to spend the block. Come see us again.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know.
Definitely, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.